Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video we're going to talk about Peggy. Should you pull her, should you wait, and she's just out on radar recruitment now after the new patch. Now Peggy, in my opinion, I'm going to give it to you right now, is a hero you should be waiting on. You shouldn't probably recruit her on day one. You should try to evaluate her usage over the coming week to 10 days and then decide from there. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have recruited Peggy, and I do have faith that she's going to be good and decent enough in PvP. I've done some testing as well. We'll show you some of those replays. But apart from that, for Dream Realm specifically, she is going to be good in the Summoner squads because she does provide a buff to your summons, as you guys see here, of 30% of Peggy's attack to all summons, as long as there are enough summoners on the team. And if you're using like Aurora, Floribel, Peggy type team in Dream Realm content, then she is going to be a great addition onto that team. And for Doomscore Dream Realm boss, almost certainly she is going to be in the top team. For other bosses, that is yet to be determined because right now summoners are only working in Doomscourge. They're not good enough for the other bosses. I don't know if Peggy is going to push them over and actually make them good enough. So that's something you have to wait and see about. But if you do recruit Lamentis, you should recruit Peggy as well, because in all the top Lamentis teams, even in Titan Reaver, their updated teams that Frosty posted, which are crazy, they're using both Peggy and Lamentis together. So if you recruit Lamentis, you should also recruit Peggy. But the people recruiting Lamentis really are the high spenders, right? Because Lamentis is not a major priority actually as a Celestial Hypogean. What else is their utility? For example, for PvP or for AFK stages? Well, we can see a couple of things. Number one, she has melee damage boosting. Melee damage boosting, honestly, it doesn't change much unless you're using like a melee comp in PvP, which is, honestly, melees are not the best in PvP. Ranged heroes are far superior to melee heroes in PvP, so I'm not actually that necessarily a fan of her actual exclusive skill. But her other skills are good. She has haste from her hero focus. Royal Barrage basically is going to provide a range damage boosting debuff by 25%, even regardless of summons. Just like, for example, if you use her with Gwyneth and she is going to mark an enemy target with her Bowman, she's going to mark them and they're going to receive 25% increased range damage, or Gwyneth is going to hit them even harder, right? So that is some synergy definitely with Gwyneth. On top of that, she has healing, pretty low cooldown, and especially if she has more haste and like from a hero focus, it'll be on an even lower cooldown. And it is healing every second of 180% of Peggy's attack, which is a pretty decent amount of healing, and it's for her guards, and the two weakest allies as well. Her ultimate is really her major skill. It begins with 600 pre-fill energy, which is necessary because her ultimate is so important. So she summons the two royal guards of hers. They inherit 120% of Peggy's health. However, because they're melee heroes, they still are going to run up, take a lot of aggro of the enemy, and potentially also die, you know, even before she gets off her ultimate. But what you want to happen is you want her to have her Royal Guard surviving up until the time that she casts her ultimate. Because when she casts her ultimate, it will heal all remaining Royal Guards. And if there are fewer than 2 guards, she will summon a new Royal Guard. But if, for example, both of your Royal Guards are dead, she's only going to summon 1 new Royal Guard. And you're not going to get as much value then. But then this is the major part, which is that during this time, for 12 seconds, 70% of the damage taken by allies is shared evenly among guards, and this should be all forms of damage. It's not specifying physical and magical damage, for example. And the guard's own HP loss is reduced by 75%. So the guards become insanely tanky, and also there's massive damage reduction onto allies. So if she can get off her ultimate, is really good protection, even better protection than Callan. However, the thing is, she's ultimate dependent. So if there's an enemy Dunlinger, if there's enemy Lily May, or if you don't have an energy booster with her, that is a bit problematic. She has synergy with Rowan. Rowan also has a Supreme Plus skill upgrade that I don't know if you guys know about, but that is going to give Peggy a free super potion. That is a Supreme Plus skill upgrade of Rowan. And on top of that, he has an upgraded energy potion, which gives an attack buff, but that's not as important. Peggy on the battlefield, Rowan also prepares an additional super potion for it, so that's a big boost of healing and also defenses, right? So when we're talking about AFK stages, if Peggy can get off an ultimate, big damage reduction for your team. That is going to help you survive and get off whatever combo you're going for AFK stages. So for AFK stages, there's a good angle for Peggy, definitely. For Dream Realm, like we said, is mainly with the Summoner Squad, which would be Doom Scourge at a minimum, potentially more pre-endless bosses if the Summoners can become good enough, but no guarantee there, so I wouldn't hope on that. And for PvP, it is about her ultimate giving you that damage reduction. So I did quite a few different attacks using Peggy. If we can just go ahead and find some of them. Okay, so I use a Peggy EV squad with Gun and Gwyneth because I think for people who are not using Lamentis, and anyway, you may not even want to use Lamentis if you built him, if you watch my Lamentis video, but Gwyneth is a great ally to be pairing out with Peggy. Look at the healing that Peggy is providing, 4 times the healing of Eevee. And then also that damage reduction and also that range damage boosting effect from her archer. So those are going to be the 3 key values she provides onto the team. So you guys are going to see here, we just drop Peggy right in the middle. She has her 2 Royal Guards, but they do take a beating, like just 3 seconds in the match. One of them is almost dead. But she does get off her ultimate, and that wasn't with any Rowan support or anything. She got her ultimate off like 4 seconds into the match. And now the Royal Guards are fully healed. They're going to be really tanky, and they're also going to be absorbing damage from the team. And now, it's looking really good. Royal Guards are like insanely tanky. They're taking all the damage from the opponent. Freewind comes off right now. So Freewind is coming off right now. And we have to see, how well do we take this damage? So probably one of our Royal Guards is going to go down. They're taking a lot of damage, but the rest of the team is basically not taking anything. Now, I know part of it is due to Gunner and his shielding and all of that, but like, this Royal Guard even took it, a full Freewind ultimate. So after Peggy gets off her ultimate, she's looking pretty strong. And especially if you pair her with the Ring Guard spell, the Ring Guard spell already gives you good tankiness. It's going to almost guarantee Peggy's going to survive long enough to get off her ultimate. However, like we said, if she doesn't get off her ultimate, I really don't think she brings enough to the table. It really is ultimate dependent for her to get her value. And also, if the guards just die, either after her ultimate, probably they won't die after her ultimate, but before her ultimate, if they both die, then she's only going to resummon one of them rather than 2. And that is a bit problematic. The melee damage boosting from her exclusive skill is just awkward because a lot of melee heroes are not the best for PvP. And if you're, but for AFK stages, definitely, I don't even know, because in AFK stages, you're using Saida and Sylphira, and they have enough damage already. I don't think they need a melee damage boost. So I really would have liked if the exclusive skill was more defensive rather than offensive. But this is purely offensive, right? The exclusive skill. Not offensive as in rude. Offensive as in purely aggressive. It's only attack based. It's not increasing the tankiness. And that I like supports who increase your, your survival, your basically protection. And this is a really weird charm bonus. This is not really good. Increase attack speed and attack for the caster and units created by the caster. Then this is the problem, because she's a summoner. She's probably always going to get the summoner charm quality bonus. And that's usually always offensive. It's never defensive. And so it just doesn't synergize, right? She's a support. She's here for damage reduction and healing. And now having like, damage increasing charms and damage increasing exclusive skill, it's not really ideal, honestly speaking. And as you guys are seeing here, we're not even going for the summoner strategy. And so this is the other problem. Majority of players are not even going to be using Peggy in a summoner team, and then in which case her Supreme Plus is completely useless. Her Supreme Plus is only effective if you have summoners. Otherwise, it doesn't even activate when 3 or more allied summons from different allies are alive at the same time. The Peggy's the only one with the summon. So that is a bit of why I feel like her kit is just kind of like, she has a lot going for from her ultimate and her healing skill, but these last 2 skills, Exclusive and Supreme Plus, they're like, they're not going to bring much at all to the battle for most teams you're going to run in PvP. That feels just really bad, right? But anyway, overall, I think Peggy is a decent hero. I did pair one for her. I don't regret it. I am definitely going to try to make use of her in my comps, or at least definitely showcase comps that you can use her in. However, like I'm saying, I think she's a hero you should wait and see on. She is by no means a must pull. She is nothing like Gwyneth. Gwyneth was a must pull of this season so far. Up until after Gwyneth, we have not had another must pull. And actually, even including the Celestial Hypogeans. Including the Celestial Hypogeans and the Raid Up Heroes of this season, the only must pull was Gwyneth. Everything else is like completely optional and not really at that must pull tier. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment section down below. Have you recruited for Peggy? What are your plans for Peggy? Let me know. And of course, she's a fan favorite hero to an extent. And I also get that. And like, if you want to get build up to Supreme Plus, it probably will not hurt you. But in the same way, you can save your resources and you can make a more educated decision later on in the banner as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video and a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.